With another interesting one. Today's Friday and probably 14th of June. We're talking about the kickstart of the Euros today, and we also want to talk about what is called the official transfer open, the international official transfer that is ongoing right now. But a lot still is happening in that is the region. My name is Owen Izaga, and I have a guest today who will also be telling us about the West Nile Golf Open that is ongoing and what exactly is happening. A lot is already happening. I've just seen that the 2024 has a lot of activities moving towards the sports. And with the sports, you have a couple of stories coming in from all the angles because we talked about motorsports yesterday. Probably for those who could have gotten the motorsports yesterday, but one yesterday about the motorsport, because yesterday there was a motorsport activity that also took place. Then the English Premier League teams are also trying, and the Bundesliga team, let's say the international or the European teams, are also looking so big now in the transfer world because the market is open. Joining me is Mr. Thomas probably very many call you Van Godfrey, a lot of things because the shortcut come to access.
Thank you for hosting us today as West Nile Golf Club. We are privileged to have this opportunity.
The last time I hosted you was way back, you should say last year. I hosted you by then. Big. Now, with all the stories through, what exactly do we have on ground right now before we even get to how things are going on that side? How many teams, what we shall come to. But as West Golf Course, I think golf your course, yeah. Golf Club, yes. Okay, Golf Course is the Golf Club. What is new? What is trending?
Thank you. West Nile Golf Club, as of now, is hosting the West Nile Open, and this is the biggest calendar event of the golfing calendar, especially in Uganda. We have what we call the Opens, and these Opens are for every club. Now it happens that the West Nile Club is hosting its Open today, and this Open actually started on Wednesday, and now we have the game going on today, and we will also be having the climax of this event on Saturday. So as I speak now, all the golfing fraternity within the country and also in our neighboring, because I saw golfers about from Kakamega, that is event. So it's the biggest golfing event in the country, and particularly, which is for the West Nile, is taking place.
Okay. And that's one big one. How many clubs have come? How many players have come? Maybe if they also clubs that have come.
From the registrations, okay. This morning, I think the professional golfers were able to take part in this event. There were 20 professional golfers who turned up, and they played their first round, I think, yesterday. And today they are also finishing up their tournament. Together they are playing with the gross players who are handicapped 0 to 5. So they are also taking part. I think we estimate to have a number of about 145 golfers who are going to be in West Nile Club. This includes the professionals, the gross, which is handicapped 0 to 5. Then we have the ladies category who started actually their game today, and then the whole climax will be with the subsidiary section, handicap 6 and above, and they will be competing for this West Nile Open 2024 tomorrow, Saturday.
All right, now that's one big one in there. I want us to talk about how West Nile Golf Club is doing currently, because it's one big thing that someone would really want to talk about in there. First of all, how prepared were we to host these games? It's an 18-hole, right?
Yeah, it's
18, and that means we are getting there. I remember the last time you said we could go up to 19 and the rest, but right now we have 18 at the West Nile Golf Club. How is the performance? Match day, I mean day 1, day 2. How are the performances so far?
So far, I think the course is fine state. West Nile Club has 9-hole course, and the course has been really, really prepared for this event. And if you can see the golfers who are taking part in the event today, they are from various parts of this country, and some of them actually arrived today because they're playing tomorrow. If I compare this with what has been happening in other courses, I must say that West Nile Club is blessed to have had this tournament to be one of the most decorated tournaments that has been attended by all the golf courses within the country, because the number of players who turned up, especially this has been the highest number of professionals coming up for a game. So having 20 professionals coming for a tournament is actually a big thing. So also the number of the gross players who have also turned up for this event, I can greatly say that the club has moved to some level to have this kind of achievement. The course itself, you know, this is the only green belt that we can be proud of within the center of the city. So we as club, West Nile Club, we try to make sure that the course stays in its playable state, but we would like to be very grateful to the sponsors who came on board to make sure that this tournament actually has been successful. We are grateful to KCB Bank because they are the main sponsors of this event. Pepsi also came on board to give refreshment. We have Bana Vata, they are giving us entertainment. We have Orchard Interior, they are also there giving us support to this tournament. So a number of individuals also came in to make sure that they put in hands to see success of this event, because it's a big event in the golfing calendar. And also the West Nile Club members who have also been making it sure that they avail the little resources that they have to ensure that the course stays playable. We are also very grateful to Arua City Council, because this is an authority here, and they partly play a role to see that these activities they move on smoothly. But we are certainly sure that maybe we're heading a direction where we shall also be able to get a support from them to see that we keep this place in a very working state, so that we continue to enjoy the sports of golf.
All right, exactly. That's one big thing. Now, according to what I'm seeing here, I'm not seeing any professional golfer for West Nile Club and West Nile Golf Club. What could be the biggest problem? What could have affected this? How do you become a professional player? Because what I know is professionals play for cash. Cash. Even in football, for us, we look at how has this professional, how do you become a professional player? And when you sign a professional player, your terms and conditions must be fulfilled. In golf, how do we do that? And why are there no in West Nile?
If you look at the name of the 20 professionals who are taking part, of course, none of them is a member of West Nile Golf Club. And if you would agree with me, for more than 10 years, this course stayed. It was not playable. The course was down, and then it was revived. When the course was revived, we had what we call the Uganda Open, which West Nile went on to win as actually West Nile is the inaugural winner of the Uganda Open, and that event being one of the key, so that West Nile has got a capacity that there are talents that we really need to develop. Now, for one to turn to be a professional golfer, one thing that person must focus or begin to interest him or herself in is to make sure that he has daily practice, he has the rightful equipment that you have to use. Now, you can imagine we have golfers in the West Nile Club who are beginning to move towards that direction, but of course, golf comes with some bit of expense. You have to have the kits, you have to make sure that you train daily. And these kits are not cheaply. Sometimes for you to play a good game, you need to get a good good kits to play the game. So I think one of the biggest challenges we have is not the issue of talent, it's the issue that our golfers really need to be supported, especially the young youth. There's this public saying about golf, that golf is for rich people. And I've always said to those who say that to me, is that I always ask them that question. If golf is for rich people, then if you're poor, if you start playing golf, what happens?
Do you become rich?
So you now become rich. So those who think golf is for rich people, those who have talent, I want to encourage them. Come to West Nile Club, show your interest, start the game. There are those who can develop and become professionals, and those men that you see in other courses who have come to play today, and now they're playing for money. The likes of Biapkama, the likes of Akope, who are playing these games, they also invested a lot in their process of trying to see that they move to this level. And it's not 1 year or 2 years thing. You have to take time. Just like in football, players take some time in order to move from big league to this level, to the Premier League. So just like that, we also need to have our players to develop through the various stages to make sure that they are in a better position to really turn to be professional.
Apart from golf, what else do you like so much?
You know,
before you even continue with the other stuff.
Personally, I play football.
Okay.
But
your career just
now
got defunct.
I love chess. You know, chess is
mind game.
It's a mind game. It's a game that
is also for rich people.
No, chess is for rich in mind. Those who are rich in mind. Chess is typical for the rich in mind.
Okay.
After I need to bring you and you start playing chess as
true.
well. Maybe, Patel, I would like to say that as West Nile Club, we do not only play golf. West Nile Club is actually a sports club. It has football, it has netball, it has badminton, we have what we call Scrabble. All these events, these games are there at the club. So anyone who would like to take part in any type of these games, simply come to club. I know for you, you are good in the Ludo kind of things. You come to club and be able to enjoy the West Nile Club.
Chess, I play puzzle. I don't know whether you have that. Yeah, some of those. But all in all, let's leave it there. Now, I'm seeing Marvin Chibirige right now leading, probably. But again, I'm seeing his gross is 102. Vincent Biamukama is 103 with around -3. Now, there are two things that someone is going to ask me.
Yes.
One is about, just like the PLE, where when you get 4, you are number...
it's called first grade, yes.
And then this, how does this come in the world of golf? Because what does this mean? And what does par, maybe the rest, because I'm at least well versed with the tee off and the rest of the things. What does this mean? Why is it that he is leading and yet he has a lower gross than the other? What does gross mean?
Oh, okay. In golf, they are what we call the scores. This is how the scores are given. Every hole that you play, there's a distance from the tee box. The tee box is the area where you start the game. And then where the pin is, or the hole is where you hole out, or you make a score. For instance, West Nile Club, our hole number 1 is a par 5. And now, being a par 5, they are what we call stroke index. Stroke index is how difficult the hole is. So you would realize that there will be index, maybe index 2. If they said index 2, that means that's the most difficult hole. Maybe index 18, that's a little easier for someone who's handicapped. Handicaps are the allowed mistakes that a golfer can be able to make. So those who are playing professionals, they don't have a handicap. So they play gross. That's what they have. So if you see Biamukama is having a net of
103,
no, a score of 103. I think it's 4 under. That is called 4 under. That means that our course is par 71. If you look at all the scores in the course, they add up to 71. So if you have to make every hole perfect, you go to hole number 1, you get your 5. Maybe hole number 2, you get a 4. Hole number 3 is a par 3, you get your 3. Hole number 4, you get your par 5. Hole number 5 is a par 4. Our hole number 6, just like that. So if you get those pars as expected, or even play much more better. So when you see his score is reading 4 under, that -4 means is a 4 under. That means that his play has exceeded what should have been played for. He's actually is playing better than the course itself. The course is 71, And yesterday, I think they played. He played around 68. I don't know what he now plays, but if he has, they have not finished. That's 103. That means that he has tried to play the course where he has reached. He has played well. So you see, the next person following is a
Ogwang.
Ogwang is 3 under.
Is 1.
Okay, if he's 1, that means he's 1 under. And there are those who are put E, those are those who have played the course level. The course is 71, then you play 71.
So what does E mean? You have played 71 without any mistake?
No, that's the level. Just you play the course as it is. This is just like, okay, if you look at football, you have gone to the game, you are still 0-0. Whether you're playing Real Madrid, whichever team you're playing, that means that the points are still equal. Between you and the game, the points are still equal. So like if you score, then you are in a better chance of winning the game. So when you see those negatives, those are people who stand high chances of actually winning the Open.
Let's look at the events right now. You would see that in the ladies, I mean in the gross for the men, Abdul Kaketo is just like you said, under 3, but with the gross of 139. And then there's Raj Onzima, who is E. I should say equal, just like you said.
Level, yes.
He's 142 gross in there. Tokomosh is 3. Of course, there's nothing like negative to that. Is the par, which is 145. Then there's Godfrey Kambale, who is also 147 gross, who has that gross. Then there's Abdallah Kakoza, who has 172. Then there's Joseph Chinyai, who has 173 gross. I'm talking about gross. Ivan Sekulima James has 174. And then you have Simon Businje and Ismail Dafford, who are also trying so much to push in there. Currently, you would say that we have one name. That is Siraj Onzima and Toko. In fact, Tokomoshi is also here trying to push. That is in the current leaderboard gross in there. This, I guess those are not in professional.
These are golfers who are moving towards turning professional. Okay, in the list there you mentioned Chunai. Chunai is a captain of the national team. He's also a West Niler. He comes from, I think, Pakwach. Though he plays in Toro, he's in Fort Portal, so he mainly plays from there. If you look at the first 3 with that we have now, that means that Siraj Onzima has played the course level, and then the one who is leading the gross is playing already, is already 3, is it 3 under?
Yes.
3 under, and then Toko Mos, who is our course manager, is 3 over. That shows that he's very close, is trying to follow it up to see that he doesn't lose more points or more of his scores. I am happy that our top 3, actually from the top 3, 2 of them are actually our own. That's Siraj Onzima and then and Toko Mos. These are golfers. Like now, I would like to tell you that golf is something that you need to prepare for. These are golfers who started as a caddies and they were carrying the bags. That means that they have had more time on the course, so they have an experience. They have their work rate. They are trying to put a lot to see that everything goes on well. So I am happy that they have come up there. But we have a number of gross players who are playing in this tournament. We have Osman Del Fordio, that is a common call Suma, is taking part in this game. We have Tamari Emmanuel. We have Alemga Hussein. And there are a number of other gross players from West Nile who are actually also playing this tournament.
Okay, and that's a very big one. Of course, right there, are we seeing what will be coming? Some of the activities, apart from golf, are there other activities before maybe we call it a break, but are there some other activities that are coming through?
Yeah, now there will be other activities. I think we would be, I told you that the awarding ceremony will be actually tomorrow because all the
so games are ending tomorrow?
All the events are ending tomorrow. Some other categories are completing their games today, but they will be taking part now to wait for what is called in golf hole 19. That's where it's the fun bit of it. All of you are welcome. Anyone who even doesn't want to to see the game of golf, we're invited, you come for that. That's the moment we come to celebrate the scores and also to join together. Golf is a game where you cannot lose. If you didn't have good scores in the course, you can come and have a good scores. Maybe at the time people are having swallow sip, people are enjoying themselves, taking drinks, maybe eating what is available, and also interact with others. The good advantage we have is that golfers are people who are able to connect, and we are having golfers coming from various parts of this country who are here today for us to connect with. So it's an opportunity for us to interact and connect with the with people, and also we would be having entertainment by live music, especially for tomorrow's case, just to make sure that everyone is in the full enjoyment mood, whether it is golf or now it's in the other thing. You can be able to take part and feel at home and enjoy West Nile.
Yeah. Okay, that's a very good one. Of course, if you look at what exactly is happening through, that's one of the beautiful moments. What initiatives as West Nile Golf Club have you taken to make sure that this goes, maybe other people get to this? Because very many could want to maybe associate with you people, but just that mindset of it's for the rich, it is not accessible, and the rest. What does it take for one to join in there? Have you done any changes apart from the previous, maybe, are there changes anyway from the golf course club?
Yeah, I must congratulate and acknowledge the effort of the management of the club, headed by Lino Anguzu, who is the chairman of the club, and the vice chairperson is Arima Emi, and then Captain Umia Mudasiri, and Gumaroni is the vice captain, and a number of the other members, including Akim, who is also a member of club of the bar, and I'm in charge of other games. But we have done a tremendous job. Especially, I want to appreciate Captain and the team. If you look at the organization of West Nile Open this time, I think before the game started yesterday, we had the online viewers. Before the game started, we had 5,000 people who had a view of what is happening in West Nile. If you check on our online trending, yeah. So that means that the organization was very good. Everyone was involved in the activities, and we tried to make sure that these people whom were welcoming to West Nile, they're not only coming to play golf. They have an advantage of seeing West Nile. They have an opportunity to see areas where you can be able to visit. West Nile is just a few kilometers to Congo and to South Sudan. So our position, strategic position of the border, there are many golfers who have come with that intention to see some of these places and be able to enjoy life in West Nile. So I want to be very grateful that that organization comes with leadership, and we can't take that for granted. But as West Nile Club, annually we do our elections, and the leadership is the one I have mentioned, and our treasurer is Abdul Aziz. Many people call him Hillary. He's also a golfer himself. So to be a member of West Nile Golf Club, we pay annual subscription, which is 400,000. But before the 400,000, you fill a form. That form costs 20,000 Ugandan shillings. Once you fill the form, then you are seconded and admitted as a member of West Nile Club. The 400,000, which is paid, is actually paid to support activities of cutting the course and making sure that the course stays playable. But that is not enough. There are a number of things that we require, and I would like to be very grateful to one, that is the engineer Olivu Charles, who is the Board of Trustee member. He's the one who donated the West Nile Club a tractor that the club has been using to cut, though the tractor now is old and sometimes constant breakdowns. But we are very grateful. Without such an effort, this place would not be in a shape where we should be able to play it. So one of our biggest, maybe I would say, as a challenge, as a club, is equipment. The moment we'll get to have good equipment, the course is maintained and stays playable, trust me that there will be many professionals coming from West Nile.
You have gotten monies. I've seen over around, I think, 8 million. I don't know whether it's true, but I'm told, I didn't go for that, but I'm told 8 million by one of your sponsors right there. How true is that?
Yeah, KCB gave the club, I think yesterday they presented a check of 8 million, but 8 million is...
Now,
yeah,
my next
good,
question is supposed to be,
good enough from
is that money enough to handle all what is happening for the 3 or 4 days?
If you look at the club expenses, especially within a month, where the club makes sure that the cost stays payable, that money is not okay. I want to appreciate the money which comes from KCB. That's a good money from KCB, but the club spends a lot of money in terms of getting fuel, paying those who are working on the course, making sure that the equipment that are used on the course, these equipments, for instance, we use the gang mowers, we use the tractor to cut the course. You have to have a fuel, you pay the course workers. So there's a lot of money that we spend. So when there's money that comes, like in terms of this tournament here, their prizes, the other things that we make sure that we prepare them well. So even people who are coming for this event, we make sure that on the last day, especially what I called as hall number 19.
The one where we come and eat.
You come and eat, all that comes as an expense. So I would like to say that the sponsorship we have had in the club for this tournament has been incredible. But we really need the sponsorship. We need a support to see that the club gets equipment that will help them to sustain this course. If you go to many of those courses that stay playable, some of the courses are played as it lies because they are in the finest state. But our course, we can't play it as it lies as of today because some of the parts we had to recover them for the purpose of this tournament. That means that we still have a lot to do as a club to make sure that the course stays in its finest shape. And the moment we do that, and which would only come if we have very functional, in good condition equipment, then you would definitely believe with me that this will be one of the golfing destinations, not only for Uganda, but even golfers coming from other parts of the world to come and enjoy golf here.
Okay, that's one of the biggest things right there. But of course, I will still want, because I want to let you once and for all, what is the plan, since you're in the board or the management, what is the plan for this golf course in the next 5 years? And that is one thing. Then two, ever since you people resurrected the course to a playable surface, what are some of the measures you have taken, and how long did you give yourself to make sure that you have representatives that should be in professional golfing?
If I will give you just a small bit of history, Western Club has been in existence since 1935. I don't know when.
1935. By then I was.
Some of your parents, they might have not been there at that time.
True.
This was a course that was 18 holes. It wasn't 9 holes. So many things happened on the way, but you ask about our plan in the next 5 years. Every year, one of our core things as a club is to focus on making sure that we pass this course from generation to generation. We received it from generations, and of course, we, as a club, will pass it to the generations to come. So one of the key things we would like to do is to make sure that every other time this course stays playable, and we pass it to the next people, to the next generation who would be coming for this game. Of course, the club has a lot of things that we really need to step in. We have been in the plans to see that we secure, like I said, we needed equipment that would help us to make sure that the course stays in a fine state. So those are some of the things as a club that we try to focus on. But of course, also we intend to see that the club produces golfers who can turn professional. And also, we would like to take golfing also to the young generation, to schools, to come there. Not only children coming as caddies, but also to be able to begin to pick interest in golf and start enjoying the game. So we want to encourage the public, especially those who stay within Arua City, whose children can be able to come to the course, to be able to play golf. We had equipment, we had clubs and other things for kids to come and train. but not many people have had this opportunity to bring their children there. And our membership is, the 400 membership is not actually for kids. The students we have, they are free membership for students. Those students who would come to the course, be able to train in this tournament, in the golf, there is an opportunity to train them, because we want to see that maybe the generation now should not be the last generation to play golf. So those who are even still coming, we must start introducing them to golf early. I just mentioned to you that if you look at our gross players who are actually in the top 3 now, Siraj Njima and the Tokomos. These are golfers who have been in the course from childhood. So all actually our gross players, if you see, who are taking part there, they have been in those ranks. So we are very hopeful that as a club we would be able to move towards a positive direction, to see that this golf club is among the golf clubs that somebody can talk about. If he's talking about golf courses in the world,
what is the target for schools? Is it going to be primary or secondary? Because that's one thing. Then two, don't you think you're going to face challenges with the schedules of this school, maybe the schools?
We are encouraging, because sports is about interest. We're encouraging. We're encouraging those who are willing to take part. My boy is 5 years, and he holds the club. And if you see him taking a swing, you can't believe that this is
5 years.
A 5 years kid. But most people who started, you look at, actually, the person whom we're very famous of in golfing fraternity is Tiger Woods. And his kid started playing golf, I think, maybe when he was in the womb. So some of us now, we have to begin to interest ourselves to see that if we want our children to take part in sports, even in football, you see the footballers, their children also become footballers. In Real Madrid now, Ancelotti is working with his son as assistant manager. So if we don't focus on beginning to see that we bring our children to these games, we can't be able to develop sports in them. So if you see a child has an interest in this area, I'm simply saying that West Nile Club has an open door for the kids, not only in golf, but all sporting activities that takes place at the club. As of now, badminton is doing very well. I think our coach David has been supporting those activities, and also the tennis court. Many who are coming for the tennis game, and every evening there are people who come to club to play chess, to play various other games. So this is an area that we must collectively see that this is a place for us to develop sports, not only golf.
Okay, and that's one big one. But still, Toma, you're going to be, of course, I still have questions for you, because it's one thing why you're here. Who has been that player, maybe in the history, who has represented West Nile up to the top tier in there? Because we've heard about different names, but who is the current person you could say went up to the nationals and delivered very well to represent the West Nile Golf Course or the golf club in there, whether before the course, the current management, or even that? Who is that, and who are those who are probably you see potentially getting to that level?
This club has a history, like I said, from 1935. There have been golfers from that time, the likes of Leta Yume, now Aritua, right now, though he doesn't play golf. Headmaster Olekwa Jafari has been a golfer. There are many seniors actually as a club, likes of Omari, that we look up to. But if you look at the national team, I think our latest player who played in the national team was Alemga Hussein. He's also playing in the Gross. He represented the country in the I think it was 2019 or 2020 there. He was in the national team. But national team is like a form, or when you play, especially those Gross players, when you play and you pick up a form very well, and they see that you have a potential, you can be invited to be in the national team. And it also takes you some time to hold on to stay in the national team, because you have to train very well. You have to have, like I said, good clubs. You must have good clubs to see that you play the game as the trend keeps on changing. So not many players have played from West Nile in in the Open, especially as members of West Nile Club. But one great thing with West Nile Club is that there are members who don't play up regularly in the West Nile Club. Our membership spreads across. We have members of West Nile Club who are in Entebbe, who are in Mparara, who are in Mbale, who are in other places. So we are always proud that these people have the club at heart. They always focus to see that the club remains vibrant.
Okay, that's one big statement probably I should be talking about, but we're expecting a move here, and we're expecting this game to end tomorrow? Sunday?
Yeah. No, Saturday. The games are ended on Saturday, but we're supposed to have a mag, and many of these golfers travel to come to West Nile, and because of this long distance, we have been, especially in the Open, we used to be the club that will travel the longest distance. So those who are coming to West Nile, they travel a very long distance. Apart from the Open, which is ending tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday we'll have a classical Sunday where we'll bring our mag. That's a monthly tournament that we normally have. So we'll play tomorrow. Some of the golfers who will not be able to travel on Saturday or early on Sunday, they can still be able to play the mag together with the club as a guest club. But of course, West Nile Club has also to tussle with the Toro club, because when West Nile went to Toro, Toro played so well. They were leading West Nile, I think, by about 5 points of scores. So we hope to turn this around by tomorrow to see that the clash between West Nile Club and Toro tomorrow will be defined with the exceptional scores coming from West Nile Club. But of course, also we will also be taking this opportunity to have a connection with the other clubs to see that we don't only play in the Opens, but we can have connections where you come and support your club. So you can move to a club and you'll be able to play a tournament with them, just like West Nile played last time with the Toro. Right now the Toro club, they are here to play with West Nile. They know, apart from playing in the Open, they have another game where they will be defining West Nile and Toro club.
Okay, and that will be another beautiful one. So what time are we expecting this to wrap up tomorrow? The whole session, maybe?
The turn-up for this event has been big. Our course is 9 hole. That means that you have to repeat the hole to make it 18 holes. So I am very sure that it won't be able to end very early tomorrow. But by around 5, no, the game will have to end tomorrow.
No, the games will end, but traveling maybe for Sunday.
No, most of the golfers will sleep here. Maybe they will start traveling on Sunday. Some of them might even travel on maybe Sunday night or Monday. Those who are going to be taking part in our monthly mag, which we will schedule for Sunday. So that alone shows to us that there is a big support for West Nile Club. The number that turned up actually today for this tournament that has been for the last 3 days is very massive, and we can be very grateful to all the golf clubs, Ginger Club, Entebbe Club, we have Toro Club, Mbale Club, Mparara Club, a number of the clubs, Kenyara Club, they are here, and I think this is very incredible to have all the clubs in Uganda to come for West Nile Open. And that, as a club, as members of West Nile, we can never take that for granted. We want to be very grateful and appreciate your support. To all our sponsors, those mentioned and not mentioned, we would like to be very grateful that you are supporting the development of the game of golf. And as West Nile, we would be able to take this game to another level.
All right, that's one big one. Of course, before I let go of Mr. Toma, let me just give you some of the updates coming right from the world or the scene of, that is today, of course, transfers. One of the biggest is the talking point about Jared Brathwaite, who of course is being linked with the move to Manchester United, and reports having that agreements have been made for £70 million. That will be his move to Manchester United. And today, the Euros also start, and the question is, who will win the Euros? A couple of names have been mentioned, and a lot of things have also been said right through. As for Arsenal, Douglas Luiz is another name that we're talking about because he's being linked with a move to Arsenal. But now the story coming up this afternoon indicates that he has already agreed personal terms with the old ladies. I'm talking about Juventus Football Club, that he will be crossing over to Juventus. Matthias Cunha is also another one who has opened the door to Manchester United. Remember, United had just gotten newly. In fact, there are breaking news of Erik ten Hag still remaining. Their coach has given them a chance to see that they add more of the stories right there. So yesterday there were stories trending about Erik ten Hag requesting for three things and requesting for three more, of course, signings to add in there: a striker, a defender, and a midfielder to be added on, apart from the rest of the players who, of course, will also be going. Names like Dos Santos, you've seen Martial already going. Varane, who has also gone. So a lot of names have been linked with the move to United. When we leave that there, I want to say today is a big day where, of course, the Euros also return with the team of Germany, the host, taking on Scotland, a game that probably will have a lot of turn-up that would be coming through right there. Thomas, you're a sports fan, and back to you about the Germany-Scotland game. Germany has been a very good side against Scotland in the head-to-head. If you see, they have not been a very good team against Scotland. And if you look at, Scotland against Germany, Scotland has not been a very good side against Germany. But again, you would see that a couple of names are missing out for that is the team. Germany, but of course also Scotland has key names that could be missing out. Lorey Goretzka, the Serge Gnabry, Timo Werner, Alexandria Pavlovic will be missing. Emre Can has also been nominated to replace some of the injured players in there. But Ika Gundogan, you have Leroy Sané, Florian Wirtz, also some of the names are in position to go in for the game. But for the team of Scotland, Andy Robertson, Scott McTominay, Stout Armstrong should all be, of course, primed to get ready for the game. So that means they will be in the action today for that. What do you see from this game, and what would be your prediction, probably?
Euro comes with always a lot of surprises, but also, you know, the game of football has changed. Those days you used to have traditional countries that would be dominating the football. You know, Germany is a big team when it comes to the footballing world. They will be doing all sorts of things to stay on the top. But we have ever seen a lot of surprises coming from this game. So I don't see the game between Germany and Scotland going to be a very easy ride for Germany. I think Scotland, they have had McTominay, who has been very good for the team and has been scoring a lot of goals for the country. And I think that alone gives them a chance that they would make sure that they will fight for this game, taking into consideration that also Germany has a lot of players who are not available for this game. But of course, you can't take it lightly, Germany taking the history also on their side in the footballing world. This is going to be a tight game. I want to predict that this game will end 2-1 in favor of Germany.
Okay, 2-1 in favor of Germany, and that's what is coming in as the curtain raiser game. All that's what we had for you. Maybe you have summary for the day.
Thank you. I would like to appeal to, first of all, to the public, especially those who are watching, the viewers of West Nile TV. We would like to be very proud associate of the television. This is a television that we need to be proud of as West Nile people. And as a sporting world, we are grateful as West Nile Club that we have had an opportunity to come here and say about golf. And we do not have any other golf course in West Nile apart from West Nile Golf Club. And even if you take the whole of northern Uganda, we only have Lira, Soroti is down. And that means that this stays a key cause. So we would like to invite every public member who are interested in a game of golf tomorrow come and watch how the game of golf is being played and how the club is also progressing with the game. Of course, we have many golfers who have come around. We would like to to appeal to the public of West Nile that they have always been very, very good when it comes to hosting this kind of visitors. We have a big number of visitors who have come. They are sleeping around. They will be enjoying eating food, and let's take advantage of this, even including the tourism section. Let's make sure that we take these people to the various places where they would like to go and see new places other than golf. And of course, in the evening, we would be having the Hall 19, where everyone is welcome to come and enjoy, have fun, and enjoy the entertainment, and of course, pick an interest and start playing the game of golf.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Toma, for your time with us, and probably for the call where you just came through. Thank you so much for coming through, and for those who are following from all the other